context is really important, isn't it, when teaching language?
Absolutely, because as in a face-to-face classroom, online classroom, when you're teaching language, the most important thing is to show students how language is used and what it means. And without a context, that's really hard to do.
So I think there are 3 ways of setting context, aren't there?
Well, that's what we've decided.
Yeah.
So the first way is teaching language in context, where you set the context in the classroom. And would you like to give some examples, maybe?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you might want to use pictures.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to obviously gather some pictures and share your screen with learners, or put them on the interactive whiteboard, something like that. You could also use some nice digital tools for maybe creating little funny cartoons that include your learners, with, you know, funny situations that they'd enjoy.
Yeah, which maybe the cartoons could even be using the language.
Absolutely, yeah. You could tell, you know, anecdotes. You could include your learners in those anecdotes, or stories, make up stories.
Avatars?
Avatars, yeah, you could have speaking avatars, which is quite amusing.
Yeah.
Or you could have short texts.
Sort of guided discovery, where the language is embedded in the text, a short few sentences, and they have to say, you ask them some questions about past tenses, which action happened first, and that sort of thing, as in a face-to-face classroom.
Absolutely.
But I think what you want to avoid is a lot of text, long reading. So
you need to display it on the interactive whiteboard, don't you? So it needs to be quite short so that everyone can see it clearly.
Yeah, exactly.
And, not too much information.
So the second type of context setting is something that would be a kind of flipped classroom approach, where the context would be set by the students doing a homework task prior to coming to class. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So this would be the teacher, you creating a little video where you're presenting the language in a context, and probably even clarifying the language as well, so dealing with meaning, form and pronunciation.
Okay. So that's, what did we have? We had context in the class, we had context in a flipped classroom beforehand, and context I think we're going to talk about now, where it happens unexpectedly.
Yes.
I think that's the only way I can describe it, where something comes up, or a student comes and presents with something that they want you to teach them.
Yeah.
Do you want to say about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So maybe they've received a business email and they don't understand a part of it. There's some language they've never seen before and they're asking you about it, so you want to explain it. And obviously you want to, you know, well, I suppose there's a context there already, but you might want to create other context to help them. So this is where you're basically thinking on your feet.
Yeah.
And here, you're probably going to do it more orally. You're not going to have created anything in advance. So it's just coming up with ideas and then using the whiteboard or the shared screen to kind of give other example sentences.
Exactly, yeah.